Let it be films or news, what's our perception of a prison? Prisoners are jailed in a small cell that may accommodate 4 or 15 people. These cells have prison bars. That's our perception. Also, prison food is not at all luxurious. We gotta eat what they provide. It is never tasty. Inmates are punished for their crimes in the jail. Imagine if a prisoner gets to experience all comforts inside a prison. You might ask if it is possible. But such prisons do exist in this world. The facilities in these jails would make you think if such jails exist in the first place. Some jails do have such default facilities, but several jails don't offer that. So they have made arrangements for rich prisoners. We're going to learn about such prisons and about some people for whom prisons were converted into luxury. This video is gonna be super interesting. So watch it until the end without skipping it. Let's dive into the video. Please subscribe to our channel if you haven't yet. Also follow our Facebook and WhatsApp pages. We're going to first talk about Ardelia Suryani. She is an Indonesian businesswoman. She is jailed at Pondok Bambo prison in Jakarta for bribing government officers in 2008. She was handed over a jail imprisonment of 5 years. You might wonder it is an extreme punishment. It was not a matter of small amounts but 6 lakh American dollars. She bribed to get a government contract. So her jail time justified her crime. Commoners were happy with the judgment for not being biased about the economical condition. But that happiness didn't stay for long. Ardelia was a popular businesswoman. She had so much money. So she made her prison cell very luxurious. She came to jail because of bribery. She bought all the guards and higher officials in the prison. She customized her cell as per her requirements. You see for yourself how she customized it. This photo would suffice. Does it look like a prison cell or luxurious hall? Please comment your thoughts. There are comfortable sofas. There is a TV for entertainment. TV is fixed in a cupboard. There is an office table and chair. There is also a cradle to put babies to sleep. Also, a karaoke system for her entertainment. So she led a luxurious life in the prison, customizing her cell as per her liking. It is not the case with all the prison cells. 10 to 15 poor inmates used to stay in the same cell. But her cell is so luxurious even with an air conditioner. Even if other inmates ate prison food offered there, she used to get all 3 meals from hotels outside. She also had permission to go out of her cell whenever she wanted. Also, anyone could come to visit her anytime. There was no time limit. Even she was allowed visitors at midnight. That wasn't the case with other inmates. Visitors were only allowed on certain days in the week. They were allowed to talk only from visitors' room. They are not allowed to enter prison cell. So you can imagine how big a role money played in this situation. They didn't stop here. She wasn't used to doing household chores. So she had hired 3 house peers for her. From massaging her to cleaning her cell and getting her essentials, they used to do everything. So she lived life in prison like a queen. News of her luxurious life in prison slowly leaks. A TV channel sneakily got permission to capture it. They were shocked to learn she was undergoing a beauty treatment in the cell besides her. She used to undergo it once in a month apparently. So TV channel captures that on video. They also captured her room and publicly telecasted it on TV. That's when people came to know that a rich person still enjoys luxuries in prison even if they go to the prison for crimes. Even in Indonesian people had this mindset. Norway government didn't think this way. They have built an amazing prison for their elite prisoners called the Bastoi prison. This prison is in Bastøy Island. It is not located amongst the civilians. This island is pretty small with only this prison. You can reach this prison only by waterways. They have not built this prison in this isolated island to ensure none of their prisoners escape. Their intention is to ensure prisoners have a comfortable, luxurious life. Normally, jails have huge compound walls surrounded by barbaric electric wires. They have built such huge wires to ensure no one escapes. But you can't see any compound wall in this prison or barbed wires. This island looks like no jail apparently. It just looks like a prison and prisoners live life there like a villager apparently. All the prisoners have a routine life. They've to go for work at 8:30 a.m. and finish their work by 3:30 p.m. They are engaged in carpentry, agriculture, vehicle repair, transportation of goods in horse carriages, cleaning the island and chopping down trees. They are asked to work on these daily routines. These prisoners are paid $6 every day. They are left unattended after their work finishes at 3:30 p.m. Even during work hours, they are not much attended. They are only assigned work after which they carry out the same. They are free to go wherever they want once their work time is over. They can even fish and swim in the waters apparently. For dinner, they have a huge common kitchen. Any prisoner can cook and have as they like. Other prisons have nearby cells that might accommodate 4 to 15 people. That is not the case in this jail. Each person is allocated a separate house. This house contains an attached bathroom and bedroom apart from TV, sofa, bed, chair, table, and everything. This looks like no jail but a village. You might wonder what's the point of such prisons. Norway believes that reforming prisoners is their intention and not punishing them. They haven't built these prisons for punishment. It is to give them another chance/life. Since they follow a routine, their responsibility increases. Likewise, every prisoner is taught not just to focus on their work and life but also people nearby. So all prisoners here look after their neighbors as well. They develop helping habits. Apart from extending freedom, we teach them a lot like farming and carpentry. Likewise, if they want to learn something new, they supply required study material. They also teach mechanical work. So they learn something good during their prison time. That helps them live a comfortable life once they return back to normalcy. Prisoners in this jail in their last time are given special permission. They can go to a nearby town from this island. They can find desired jobs here. They can also work there with only one rule. However, after work in the evening, they should return back to the island. Rather than being depressed not able to find jobs after release, going to job 1 year earlier before their release will help them transition better. So that helps them live their lives better. That doesn't mean this prison has no rules and only freedom. There are some rules and regulations in this jail as well. There should be no violence or fights. There is no alcohol available in this island and no one should drink it. Likewise, no usage of drugs. Even smoking is not allowed here. So this countryside-like prison setup houses only 115 inmates. There are only 25 policemen to monitor them. They don't carry any heavy weapons. They have an amicable relationship with the inmates. So all Norway criminals would want to come here, especially the rich. That's where Norway has a crazy plan. Rich are not allowed much in this prison. They don't send those who have done huge crimes. Only petty criminals and inmates with good record in other prisons are allowed here. So they are particular about avoiding economical disparity. Even if it all sounds good, only punishment would ensure a criminal doesn't repeat his crime, as many people have voiced against this prison as such luxuries would only increase crimes. Norway released a statement stating this initiative has ensured crimes of former prisoners have decreased quite a lot compared to the world. Crimes of prisoners who are released is only 16% against double and triple rates across the world. So Norway government is definite about their successful prison model. Please comment below your opinion on the same without fail. Even if it was the case with Norway government, it wasn't the case in Indonesia. The rich Ardelia lived a luxurious life in jail. Not just her, there was another Indonesian who lived a luxurious life before her. His name is Tommy Suharto. He is the younger son of 27-year presiding Indonesian President, Suharto. So definitely there is political involvement. Tommy Suharto was a prominent businessman and politician. It was built on his father's shadows cause his dad was the Indonesian president for about 32 years. So Tommy Suharto used to take most major government projects. He used to do very little for the people, taking all their money. So he grows to be a rich man so easily. During this period, he gets caught in an issue in 2000. Yes, he signs a land exchange deal with a company. That company is his own, so he earns a lot. But that deal creates huge financial loss for the state. This becomes a huge issue. He used to do so many other crimes earlier, but he used to escape easily with his dad's power. But in 1997, his father completed his presidential term. So there was no one now to safeguard him. Court punishes him with jail time for 1.5 years. Tommy was not ready to accept this judgment. So he absconds, avoiding jail time. Police search for him only to no avail. Court also issues arrest warrant. Tommy tried to buy the judge at any cost. But the judge refused to budge. A frustrated Tommy arranged for a hitman and executes the judge. This becomes a huge issue. So police capture and present him at court in 2001. He was awarded 15 years imprisonment. This shocks Tommy. Still, he has so much money. So he decides to customize his cell as luxurious as he wants. He buys all the low-scale workers to hire officials in the prison. He chooses his favorite cell. He chooses a cell that is a little afar from other inmates. He transforms his cell into a luxurious room. Yes, even in 2000s, they fix AC and TV. He also makes arrangements for several high-quality furniture. Not just that, he had comfortable bed and sofa. For business meetings, he used to fly out easily in helicopters. Not just limited to business meetings but also personal trips. He used to fly out in helicopter to watch important sports fixtures. So rules were only for the poor. He lived a jolly comfortable life, not giving a damn about rules and restrictions. His food used to be arranged outside 3 times a day. He could come and leave jail anytime he wanted. Visitors were allowed anytime to visit him. He also made some special arrangements in the prison to play badminton. So he suffered no punishment in the jail, rather lived a comfortable life as he does at home. Even that was fine. He was awarded 15-year imprisonment. He never spent those many years in prison. He reduced his sentence to 4 years using money. It was reasoned out he showed good etiquette in the prison. He was a living example for other inmates in the prison. So judgment was passed he was fit to live in the normal society. Indonesian civilians were mere spectators to these developments. They never questioned, and if they did, there was no answer. They accepted money was everything here. So Tommy Suharto lived as a prominent businessman in the prison and politician. Comment below without fail on your views regarding the same. We already saw a jail in Norway with sufficient facilities for inmates to reform. There is another prison in Norway that gives tough competition. It is called Halden Fengsel Prison. You might be confused if it is a jail or college campus. Its architecture is spectacular. Yes, this jail looks so beautiful and pretty. They spent 10 years to build this prison apart from $15 million. Their interiors look like a 5-star hotel, explaining the price. It is so beautiful, making you question if it is a prison. It is known as the most humane and innovative prison. Apparently, it is the most comfortable prison in the world. That's because all inmates are given separate rooms. Check it out for yourself, it looks like hostel rooms. Inmates have separate beds, TV, sofa, cupboard to stack clothes, and an attached bathroom as well. So living in that room will make them feel home and not jail. There are not many windows in jails, it is smaller windows if it exists. Even these smaller windows have railings. That is not the case here. There are huge windows anywhere in this jail. They built these windows to ensure sunlight entered the premises. They spent millions on an artist to create one amazing art. This art looks super amazing apparently. Jail inmates are given complete freedom. You can go or travel anywhere you want in the mornings. They won't be monitored much, but they are supposed to find their concerned work. Likewise, they encourage to develop our skill set. Police officers have an amicable relationship with the prisoners. They are always treated with respect. They are never underestimated or disrespected. They are constantly taught how important disciple is. They have an exclusive studio in this jail. We can learn music or compose music as well. There is also a luxurious gym for bodybuilding. You can exercise, and as for relaxations for the prisoners, they have several pebbles in the wall set for rock climbing. So you can do rock climbing and relax. There is also a luxurious kitchen where prisoners cook their own food. Suppose prisoners there don't know to cook, we also teach cooking classes. The jail also has a huge library where they could read whatever they like. There are also computers in the library where you can browse the internet. There were also art workshops conducted in the prison. Sculpting, drawing, painting and other crafts were open to learning. Also, if the prisoners wants to learn something, Norway government is ready to make arrangements. Computer training is also taught to the prisoners. Free healthcare facilities is also provided. Most importantly, if the prisoners are well-mannered and disciplined, they allow their family members to visit at night. Most importantly, if the prisoners are well-mannered and disciplined, they allow their family members to visit at night. To such extent, they are provided a family room to spend the night together. This family room has a kitchen, bedroom, hall, and required groceries for cooking. So they can spend an entire night happily with their family until the next morning. So these amazing facilities are provided in this prison. It also exhibits phone facilities for inmates to speak with their families. You might wonder, a prisoner might get back to crimes after experiencing such facilities. That's where Norway government is at their best. They just don't give freedom but also give sufficient training to improve their skills. They are also taught discipline. They are also taught how to work and help others. They also offer perks of spending the night with their family if they exhibit good behavior. So the inmates try to be as good as possible. Even after their release, they live as responsible citizens apparently. We already saw an island jail that only sees 16% inmates engaging in criminal activities after their release. Likewise, only 20% in this jail commit crimes after release. The remaining 80% release lead a honest living. So this jail model is praised by many across the world. Please do comment below your thoughts on this jail without fail. You might wonder if these comfortable jails exist only in Norway and nowhere else. It definitely exists, courtesy Aranjuez Jail. This jail is located 40 km south of Madrid. This jail's highlight is its family-friendly approach. Let's say both mom and dad are jailed in a family, or a single parent is jailed after doing a crime, their kids have no one to raise them, right? That will affect the kids' growth. They have built this prison to counter this problem, which makes it special. If the mom or dad has a child under 3.5 years old, you can raise the child inside the jail. They are given a separate room. The cell has a colorful cartoon painting ideal for kids. That room has a cradle and small table for kids. There is also a wardrobe for the kids' clothes. There is also a small play area for their play. Playing in the cells won't suffice as they have to play outdoors. So they have a nice playground outdoors for kids to play. They have also hired some personnel for caretaking and early education programs. This helps improve kids' knowledge. Many parents raise their kids in these prisons. Every parent guides other parents nearby. This reduces their crime percentage and increases helping mentality apparently. However, there are some rules and regulations in this prison. Most importantly, they only permit raising kids below 3 years. Once they are 3 years old, they should be handed over to some relations or some orphanage. They don't permit all parents to raise their child inside the prison. Only inmates who are well disciplined are permitted. That requires proper court approval. They can raise their child safely up to 3 years once they get approval inside the prison. Because of this reason, a male and female prisoner fell in love and gave birth to a child. This permitted them to raise their child until 3 years. So this arrangeways jail is that family-friendly apparently. Please leave your comments without fail on this unique jail. Next we're gonna learn about Justice Center in Leoben, Austria. It is evident from its name that there is no big punishment. The prisoners in this jail are given complete freedom. This was Austria's government response to why this much freedom was given. A prisoner is already ripped off their freedom when they are jailed. They could go anywhere or do anything they want in the outside world. But inside the prison, they should remain there. So one is ripped off their freedom when they are admitted in prison itself. It is such a torture to give one further punishment. That's why they give complete freedom to the prisoners. This jail's highlight is its architectural design. Its exterior is so beautifully designed, making us wonder if it is a 5-star hotel or a prison. You can see that its exterior is built out of glass. That's its speciality. It looks so transparent. So police can check what inmates are doing inside. This can avoid many crimes apparently. From the inmate's perspective, many facilities are provided. Most importantly, each inmate is provided a cell sizing 13 sq. This cell has a separate TV, bed, kitchen, desk, and even an attached bathroom. So an inmate will find it like a home and not a cell in this premises. All the windows are pretty huge in this jail. Also, it is fully built transparent. So it receives good sunlight. That gives great positivity and freshness for the inmates apparently. That also ensures they do less criminal activities. Apart from separate TVs, there is also a common TV in the hall. So to watch a sports or important event, they make arrangements for everyone to watch it. So it encourages helping and talking to one another. This helps them forget their past and become good human beings apparently. All comforts we saw earlier are provided in this jail as well. There is an exclusive gym and basketball court. There is also a library to study more. They also give adequate training for whatever skill you want to develop. They also teach discipline in the morning hours. Many prisoners try to make it to this jail because of the freedom and facilities. In spite of all the attempts, this jail only permits 200 prisoners. These prisoners shouldn't be involved in brutal crimes. They are only permitted in this jail if they have somewhat good character. So comment below your opinion on this jail without fail. Finally, we're gonna learn about Cebu Jail in Philippines. This jail went viral in 2007. Main reason being all their inmates danced to Michael Jackson's Thriller. It was no normal dance but a synchronized dance by all the prisoners. So that intrigued everyone's curiosity. On inquiry, they learned more about it. Dance is commonly taught to everyone there. That doesn't mean anyone is compelled to dance, it is voluntary. But all prisoners show up for this voluntary activity. Dancing is amazing and it creates positive energy. That's why dance has been encouraged in this jail. Someone captured a video and released it online. This jail went viral after that. After it went viral, it became a tourist attraction completely. Yes, they put up a spectacular performance if any tourist shows up. So it has become an iconic jail altogether. However, after its higher official retired, next superiors in line didn't pay much heed to this dance. There is a major decline apparently. So comment below your opinion on this jail without fail. Okay guys, today's video has come to an end. Comment below without fail on which video impressed you a lot. Likewise, Share your opinion about rich folks living a luxurious life inside prison as well.